For the first time, Russian President Vladimir Putin has agreed to a limited ceasefire to stop any strikes on energy infrastructure in Ukraine. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jan Jeffcoat. It's Wednesday, March 19th. The White House calling it a movement to peace after President Trump had a lengthy phone call with Putin and possibly the first step in ending the war. Mark Boyle is following it all from the live desk. Good morning to you, Mark. Tell us about the deal and what President Trump was able to secure between Russia and Ukraine.
Well, it's not a complete deal, but it's one step getting closer, Jan. We also have some breaking news right now. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he will be speaking with President Trump today. That broke just about 2 hours ago, so that conversation is to come. More on that, though, but between the call between Trump and Putin now, this is the one a lot of people are talking about this morning. It lasted about 2 hours yesterday, and a lot of progress was made. Russia has agreed to stop attacks on Ukraine's grid. A prisoner swap is scheduled for today, and more peace conversations will happen next week. Meanwhile, Russia is asking for foreign military aid and intelligence to Ukraine to stop and agreed to a limited ceasefire on energy infrastructure. If Ukraine agrees, it would mark the first mutually agreed upon suspension of attacks in more than 3 years. Though this did fall short of the full-scale 30-day ceasefire Ukraine agreed to, the White House is calling this first step forward into a broader peace deal a success. The president spoke with Fox's Laura Ingram about this last night.
Right now, you have a lot of guns pointing at each other, and a ceasefire without going a little bit further would have been tough. Russia has the advantage, as you know. They have encircled about 2,500 soldiers. They're nicely encircled, and that's not good. And we want to get it over with. Look, we're doing this. There are no Americans involved. There could be if you end up in World War III over this, which is so ridiculous. But, you know, strange things happen. And I think we had a great call. It lasted almost 2 hours. Talked about a lot of things and toward getting it to peace. And we talked about other things also.
During that call, Putin told Trump that today Russia and Ukraine will do a prisoner exchange of up to 175 prisoners. We're waiting on more information on that later this morning. The White House says talks on the maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea, as well as negotiations for a complete ceasefire, will start right away. Right now, it's unclear if Ukraine will be involved in the conversation set for Sunday in Saudi Arabia. We're keeping a close eye on developments in D.C. and Russia this morning. Updates at the live desk and online anytime at thenationaldesk.com.